Okay, so let's start with capital structure analysis for Nestle. Here, the methods we use are equity multiplier and common size analysis of long-term liabilities for Nestle. The use of this type of analysis is to check the solvency position of for Nestle, whether it could meet its future obligations, and also whether it could fund its future objectives. So here, the equity multiplier ratio, also called leverage factor, we have we have studied this already in DuPont equation. So here we note that the equity multiplier is declining modestly. Equity multipliers formalize assets upon equity. Okay, so decline is actually a positive sign. It indicates that it indicates more proportion of assets are funded by equity. Or you could say a major chunk of assets are funded by equity, which is in denominator. Analyzing using equity multiplier would be basic. To take into the details, the analyst also analyzes does a common size analysis of long-term capital structure for Nestle. So here, total long-term capital is the base. It is expressed as 100. This is the relative proportions of long-term financial liabilities, other long-term liabilities, and total equity. Notice that total equity has declined over the years, while long-term financial liabilities has increased over the years. So these both the points are negative. This other long-term liabilities has decreased, which is a slight decreased slightly, which is a slight positive. But notice that as a total proportion, liabilities has increased over the years as compared to equity, which is a negative, which implies that a capital structure of Nestle has been becoming riskier over the years. Now, I don't expect this exhibit to be very testable, as it is just a supporting exhibit. Here, the analyst expects to see, given there has been an increase in leverage, whether these short-term ratios have improved and whether the cash conversion cycle has decreased, given the increased use of leverage in the firm. So here we notice that these three ratios have improved slightly. Here we notice that days sale outstanding has decreased, which is a positive, slight positive. Days of hand on inventory has also slightly decreased, which is also a positive. And the company has been taking a longer time to pay the payables. So this all leads to a decrease in cash conversion cycle, which is a positive. But this most a major part of this decrease is explained by increasing days of payable, which is taking a longer time to pay the vendors of the firm. That's it for capital structure analysis. So just a final comment, the equity multiple falling was a positive, and the negative was the assets and liability relative balance as a percentage of long-term capital was shifting towards more towards liabilities.